Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listen, learning, and to the Baishit of the house of David. Amaya Shetad, when men of valor, Las Vegas camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, you are the true children of Israel that the Bible speaks of. Salvation belongs unto you and you alone. First and foremost, starting with the 144,000 elect men, then the multitude of the men, women, and children who believe upon the testimony. All right. This is a quick disclaimer, copyright disclaimer. All right, let me go ahead and read it. Copyright disclaimer under the section of 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Copyright disclaimer under the section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for the fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All right, but without further ado, let me go ahead and play these quick videos right quick. All right, so I'm going to read this. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 38, and it reads, And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. All right. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. Fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. All right, so here it is. This is Esau Edom's blessing. All right, he has the best lands, the most mineral rich lands, whether it be in copper, silver, gold, diamonds. All right, Esau Edom owns those lands, beaches, beachfront properties. All right, and he has the ability to write into law anything that he wants, because as he says in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, let justice be our law. All right, let justice be our law. Let me just get it. This is going to be Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, in verse 11. It reads, let our strength be the law of justice. All right, the strength is the law of justice is Esau Edom's aid. That's a part of his blessing. It's a part of his arsenal, his weaponry. Okay, that this devil is allowed to perform and do the things that he wants to do. All right, the reason why I showed this clip of the capability of this robot. All right, think about several like 2 years back. All right, where they were trying to sign into law for these robot dogs to carry assault rifles. Okay, and that law didn't happen to get passed at that time, but here it is. You're starting to see it for the military. You're starting to see them bring these robot dogs out. So how much more just to rewrite an order? Okay, let's get verse 40. All right, and it reads, and by the sword shalt thou live. All right, so Esau Edom's blessing is the sword. That sword, his robotics, his programs, his infrastructure that he has set up in the way, devising mischief by law, everything that this devil has done, has been a tactical advantage for his ultimate goal to take Jacob out. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. All right? The seed of Israel, this devil, has a perpetual hatred for. All right? Let me read it from the beginning. And it reads, and by the sword shall thou live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And that's exactly during the Renaissance period. That's what happened. All right. Esau Edom got the upper hand and the advantage over Jake. All right. When he got tired, because this was ultimately part of his blessing. Now he has a bloodthirst. All right. And you can find that in Genesis 40 or Genesis 27 and 41. All right. And Salaki, I don't have it on the screen, but I'll go ahead and pull it. And it goes to point it directly out. Okay. This is Genesis 27. Oh, Salaki, it's Exodus. This is Genesis 27 and 41, and it reads, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And this is exactly what this devil Esau Edom wants to do. He wants to slay his brother Jacob. And he plans to do it, by what? By the means of his sword, by the means of his weaponry. All right? Because it is part of his blessing. Okay? It is a part of this devil's blessing. Let's look out how for 1 second they got this robot doing so-called acrobatics and cool stuff. All right? Now let's look at another video. All right? All right, this is going to be here in the book of Psalms. All right, chapter 10, verse 7, and it reads, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Right? So this devil, is showing you these robots and showing you this technology, AI technology, and how innocent it was at first. But now how you see, the advancement of the technology, and then you're going to start to see capabilities. All right? The different capabilities. Look at this technology in its full form. All right? When they put it in combat mode. All right? It looks so innocent teaching this robot some martial arts. But when this robot has 50,000 times the strength that you have, all right, doesn't get tired, doesn't have limbs that can be broken, doesn't have to suffer a cancellation and deletion death, all right, it could just put itself back together and so on and so forth. All right? This technology is a part of this man's sword. Okay? Continuing on, verse 8, Psalms chapter 10 and verse 8, and it reads, He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are previously set against the poor. And who are the poor? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. It is you he's after. All right? Why? Is ultimately because of that blessing. All right. He felt like we stole the birthright from him. All right. And it was never his to begin with. It's just how Yahweh Shem Yahushai had it. All right. It was through the will of Yahweh that we received the blessing. Adawan Aratazah, hey, we be of the elect. All right. To receive that first fruit. All right. Be of the first fruit. Verse 9, and it reads, He lieth in wait. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. All right. And this is what this devil has been doing. All right. He's did a little here. He's did a little there. All right. But ultimately, he hasn't got to perform in a long time that thing which he wanted. All right. Because the laws have protected Jake to an extent. All right. So he had to do it in a roundabout way. All right. He still had to answer for it a little bit, but still got to put and inflict a maximum amount of pain, certain hells on Jake. Okay. Continuing on, he lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draws him into his net. Right, he entraps. All right, he entraps Jake. How many times have you seen Jake entrapped? All right, hey, situations, conversations. All right, this devil is cunning. All right, it is his device that he uses. All right, whether it be his law, through his speech, whether it be through the actions that he sets forth and trapping, all right, that all compiles against Jake. Okay. Continuing on, verse 10, he croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, the power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. All right, and this is that devil's pride. That pride puffeth him up. All right, to think that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not going to avenge his people. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to answer this devil. Because, hey, what does it say? 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 9 at the bottom of the screen. For Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. So, hey, keep your eyes watching. All right. Lord willing, I do another video and find those other clips, how the advancement of this technology, all right, that this devil is using, he presents it to you as it's innocent. It's something that is to be wowed at and be, oh man, that's good. Look at the advancement in the technology. But ultimately is for this devil's plan, Salakia. All right, it is a part of his sword. All right, to take you out, Jake. All right, so be mindful. All right, be mindful and understand that this man is not for you. All right, he is an adversary, adverse to you. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. All right, he is sharpening his sword for you. All right, Lord willing, this is an uplifting, edifying video. I want to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone. To all the Akim out there teaching, preaching this truth with 144% sincerity. To the men, women, and children listening, learning. To the Bayesha Dovadah, the house of David. To the next time, I'm Ayesha Tad saying Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abba Shalom.